Frank, what did you think was the biggest issue in that second half? It kind of flipped from the first half scoring-wise.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I'll have to go back and look at the tape. I think we came out, they scored a few buckets, and, had a couple of calls that went against us, and I think our guys got consumed with that a little bit. But we didn't really have an offensive pop the whole quarter, coming out of halftime. And, we've been really sharp and really consistent, but during that stretch we weren't, and, it cost us the game.
Frank, after the way you guys were able to get turnovers, and especially in that first quarter, blitzing Luka, where was the slippage on specifically him as he kind of led that run for Dallas?
Yeah, again, I have to look at the tape during that stretch, but, I think they just look, that's a team that shoots 43s a night is not a team that you want to be double teaming the whole night. But Luka's that good, so he requires that, and when you bring two to the ball, and I thought they made better decisions in the second half than they did in the first half, and we were just a step slow getting scrambling around 2 to 3 point shooters, and then when you're in rotations as much as we were, makes you vulnerable on the glass, and that hurt us as well.
Frank, during the 10-game winning streak, there were several or double-digit comebacks that you guys had to keep the win streak going. Now that it's over, obviously you can learn in those moments, but you look at it like perhaps this lesson was coming in the form of a loss rather than making up for it in the 48 minutes.
Maybe. I don't really feel like we were not learning opportunities along the way. We competed. It's a 48-minute game, so if you get down in the first half, that's going to happen from time to time. Our guys have stayed the course and figured out what they need to do to ultimately prevail. But tonight that just wasn't there for us.
Frank, there's been a lot of talk about this stretch coming up for you guys in December. Without reading too much into one loss, how important is the reaction on Tuesday from this team and sort of the way they carry themselves in the next game?
Well, that's part of growing together. How you respond to losses, and it's we couldn't have a tougher opponent coming up with the next game. Playing in Denver is always tough, as well as they're playing this year. It's going to be even tougher. So, I believe in our guys. If we play to our abilities, there's nobody we can't beat and nowhere we can't get a W. So, we got to make sure that we respond from this and bounce back and try to get a W a couple days from now.